Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to my first episode for this Empowering with Awareness podcast. So I'm really excited and happy to start this new journey. I've been feeling it for a while, and I know it is time for me to start sharing much more of my work, my knowledge, my experiences, my wisdom, and my awareness. And of course, the topic for today, it is awareness. And what does it mean? I look up in the dictionary for this word, and it says, awareness is the state or ability to perceive, to feel, or to be conscious of events, objects, or sensory patterns. In this level of consciousness, sense data can be confirmed by an observer without necessarily implying understanding. And I want to emphasize this last phrase, without necessarily implying understanding, because you just simply don't need to understand. Sometimes just becoming aware of something is enough for you to shift, is enough for you to heal. Some of the times you need to do that hard inner work, but most of the time, just becoming aware, shift the perception that you have about something or someone. Just awareness. The important thing is that you have to be very open-minded to be able to become aware of other perspectives that you can have about that situation or that event or that person. And this is just an ability that you develop in yourself. If you are a person who judges and criticizes all the time, so you have the option to have only one perception about a situation or a person. There's no other choice. I mean, it's just one perception. This is wrong. This is negative. I don't agree. That's it. Because you are not an open-minded person. But when you train your mind to be open, when you train your mind to have the ability to perceive a situation or an event of a person in as many perspectives as you can, you become an expert in awareness. So as I said, sometimes just becoming aware is enough to shift. Some other times you need to do the inner work. So maybe awareness is only the 50% of that shift, and you still need to do the other part, the inner work. And what happens? How do you do that inner work that you need to do after becoming aware of a pattern or a shadow or a wound or a programming or a belief system, and just becoming aware it's not enough? You know that you have to do some work. So how? How do you do that work? Well, first of all, it's so important that you understand how you are created, let's say. You know that we have different bodies. We have a mental body, an emotional body, an energy body, and a physical body. Okay? And in that mental body, there is a system that is called the dual thought system, and it is your ego. And your ego tells you all the time that you are separating from everything, that you are separating from people, from events, from the world around you. It keeps on telling you that you just don't belong to that. You don't belong to this person. You don't belong to this event. This is not mine. I'm totally separated. This is what the ego says all the time. And let's say that 70 or 80% of our mind, of our mental body is that ego, is that dual thought system. But we are also love. Let's say that 30 or 20% of ourselves is also love. And that pure love that you are is the conscious energy, the energy from the consciousness, the energy from the source that you have in yourself. And the work is to step into that love that you are. This is the thing. This is the important thing about doing that inner work. Is stepping into the love that you are, into the essence that you are, into that energy from the source that you are, to be able to understand. So, of course, as I said, learning to be aware of yourself is a huge step into your own healing, into connecting with the true self and the essence. And there's much more apart from becoming aware of your ego and that you are not your ego, because this is what we think. We think that we are our ego, but we are not. Our true self is not our ego. It's just our personality. It's just the person that we think we are in this incarnation. Well, we are not that. As I said, we are pure love. Then understanding this is essential. Also, going into the lineage, learning about your ancestor. Both have you inherited from your ancestors. This is essential. There's a lot of information in your genes coming from your ancestor, belief systems, wounds, emotional wounds, shadows, so much that the more you learn about your ancestor, the better. The more you become aware of yourself. And you will understand so much about your habits, about your shadows, about your beliefs. There was one of my clients, he was really struggled with money issues. He was really, really bad in a situation. He couldn't find a job. There was no way that he could make money. He was stuck in life. He couldn't find a job. And when we spoke about it, he shared with me that his grandfather and great-grandfather, they fought in the world wars. And what happened to the ancestors that experienced these world wars is that they experienced poverty. They barely survived. They were fighting to survive themselves, their families. They saw people dying because of poverty, because of scarcity. And this is so much imprinted in the mind that is transmitted in the genes. So what happened to my client was that he was having the thought of his ancestors, of his grandfather and great-grandfather. The thoughts were so much imprinted in his mind, in his genes, that he was like experiencing the same thing. He was experiencing poverty, scarcity. So when he became aware of this, we did a work together, and a few weeks later, he got a new job. So, yeah, your lineage is essential. It's so important that you learn about this. This is just an example what I'm giving you, but honestly, the information is huge. Huge. You have so much. You also, of course, inherited positive things, abilities, skills from your ancestors. So it is also important to learn about them so you can understand, or you can really find your own skills and abilities that maybe you are not aware of them yet. So your past, we all know this. The past is, so much information again there to help you become aware of yourself. And sometimes we don't remember things. We don't remember events because our mind, when we suffer, well, you know this, I know you know this, when we suffer, the mind blocks the memories that make us suffer. You know, when you have an accident, sometimes you don't remember many things. You don't remember before the accident, what happened before the accident, what happened after the accident, because the mind blocks the memories. So sometimes we can find that we have blocked memories because of the pain. And when you start going into your past, you start connecting with your inner child, there's a lot that comes up, honestly, that can help you understand yourself now. When I started my awareness journey, I realized that I used to have certain thoughts when I was a child that I totally forgot them. And when I started this journey, those thoughts that I used to have as a child, they started coming up into my mind. I said, oh my God, I totally forgot about this thought that I used to have as a child. When I was seeing this situation or when I was seeing that situation, I used to have certain thoughts and I totally forgot them. And they are back. And that helps you a lot, helps you understand a lot about yourself. Your past lives. So the past lives, for those that believe in past lives, there's a lot of information also in your past lives. And if you also understand that in fact there are no past lives, because time is an illusion, it doesn't exist, we just live parallel lives. Let's call them past lives or parallel lives, as you wish. When there's something happening in a past life, it could be affecting you in your present moment. So there's so many tools and ways to connect with your past life. Could even with meditation, just praying in meditation, I want to connect with the past life that is affecting me now. And if it doesn't show up anything in the meditation, if you can't visualize anything, then you could maybe see it in a dream. You could receive a sign in your real life through something that you see, an event or a person, and maybe you feel a deja vu. And the deja vu, I read not long ago, a few days ago, that deja vus are in fact memories from the future and not the past. But who knows? So the important thing here is that it's important that you are aware that there are other lives that your soul is experiencing right now, in the past, present, or future, in other timelines, in other lives. And this affects you also. There's a lot of karma that we bring from these lives. And maybe we are going through something hard or difficult or tough at the moment, and maybe it could be connected with your karma. So much information in your past life, in your parallel lives. Also, astrology. For me, astrology has been, wow, so amazing. Really, astrology has helped me to understand my personality, to understand my emotions, to understand, because when I understood my ascendant sign, my moon sign, when I knew about my birth chart clearly, someone that really explained to me every single house in my birth chart, I was shocked. I said, oh my God, so much, everything makes so much sense right now. And it really helped me a lot. And still nowadays, I try to keep myself updated with the planets and the signs and where I am at the moment. And yeah, it really helps me a lot. The ascendant is connecting with your karma. So when I knew and understood what the ascendant means, I understood my whole life. I just understood my whole life. So there's a lot of information there as well. So what happens, what really happens when you start becoming deeply aware of yourself? You will notice that the way that you perceive life changes. You start feeling self-love. You start loving yourself. And you stop worrying about what other people think about you. You start worrying about what other people think about your appearance, your decisions, your comments, what you say, what you think. You wish so much to align your true self, your inner self with your reality. You wish so much to put in your life exactly what you feel inside of you, that you don't care anymore about what people think. The desire is so strong to align yourself with your reality that anything else doesn't matter at all. And you work really hard in doing that. You really want to align yourself with your reality. And you start loving yourself because you start appreciating yourself. You start valuing yourself. You can feel and you can see the beautiful treasure that is in you, that you are. All together within these inherited abilities, the good ones and not the good ones, with your skills, with all your abilities, with your dreams, with your desires. And you have so much clarity around how you can serve others. Because you have clarity about yourself, about who you are. And because you have this clarity, because you have become so much authentic and honest with yourself, that you know exactly what you want to do for others. You want them to experience what you are experiencing. And this is the moment when you understand your purpose. The purpose is different for everyone, but the clarity that you have when you achieve this state of consciousness is just, there's no going back. You will never be the old self again. You just want to go forward and reach that purpose, which is there's not an end for the purpose. The purpose could be changing within time, but you have so much clarity of what you want and on how to serve others. And little by little, you start losing interest in so many things, material things, and it's really powerful. I can talk about this for a very long time, but I don't want to make it very long. So the idea of this podcast is to start sharing with you how I went through all this process, and I still go through, because we never end. It never ends. Because I really would like you to experience what I experience. Nowadays, I simply magnetize everything. This is the thing. This that when you connect with your true self and you become an authentic person, an honest person, and you really want to align your true self with your reality, you start magnetizing everything that you want and everything that is the best for you in your life effortlessly. Guys, trust me, sometimes synchronicity are scary because I just can't believe how everything comes to me without people knowing that I was thinking of receiving that. I was thinking, I wanted that. People don't know. And I receive so much blessings daily. The synchronicities of my wishes and desires with my reality are just amazing. It's just so fabulous. Sometimes I am shocked, and I think, oh my God, how is this possible? It is possible because my energy field is magnetizing what I wish and what I desire. It's really, really powerful, guys. And I really would like you all to experience what I experienced, to reach the level of consciousness that I have reached. And I am still growing every single day. And I'm still facing my shadows every single day. And I fight against my ego every single day. But I'm so much aware of everything. And every new awareness every day I am so grateful for it. And if there's something that I don't understand about my life, I just pray to God, please show me, to the Shakti, to the consciousness, to the source. I just pray, please show me. I want to understand. Just show me the answer to this. I want to understand why this person is in my life, why I am experiencing this. Why this annoys me so much, why I get angry with this, why I'm feeling so anxious. I've been feeling anxious in the last days. I want to know what is the trigger, what is triggering me to feel like this. The more you train your mind to become aware of yourself, the faster it happens. And the answers manifest very quick. So, this is the main purpose of this podcast. So hope you enjoy the episode of today. And if you do, and you think that maybe a friend can also get some value from this podcast, please share it. And again, just as a reminder of my work, I do offer one-to-one sessions, and I also offer women's circles and workshops. They are free and paid. Of course, you can attend whenever you want. You just need to subscribe to the link attached to this podcast, and you will get the notifications to attend. So, hope you have a great day, and speak to you next time. Love.